here in the Orange Room with an Orange Gristle Master. I'm feeling pretty good about that, as a matter of fact. Just poured myself a double express. Can you dig it? Hey, Mike, you're the first one here. Hey, what's going on? Brian says, hello from Kentucky. Brian, I don't know if you realize this, but I'm going to be driving through Kentucky tomorrow on my way down to Tennessee for the big Woodshed guitar experience that Andy Wood put together with Brent Mason and Joe Bonamassa, Mark Lettieri, Andy Timmons, and myself. And I'm headed down there tomorrow. I'm driving down, letting the good times rule. Hey, what's going on? We got all kinds of people here from all over the place. John V says, I was stuck in the oral surgeon's chair yesterday, had Saturday's KMT live on. That with gas and sedative made it almost bearable. Well, thank you very much, John. I'm sorry you had to go through such a pummeling of the oral nature. My father-in-law just got 6 teeth yanked out. Good Lord. How unpleasant is that? Kind of makes you just want to floss the bejesus out of your teeth every 5 minutes, doesn't it? Wow. I didn't know flossing could be so rhythmical. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought it would be fun today. Hey there, Greg, at the Power Position Comedy Show. The Power Position. I like it. The Position. Today I'm playing some Gristle Master guitars. I thought, Wildwood's been sending me some glorious instruments to play on these live feeds, and I've gone through all of them, and I've sent them back, so I thought it would be fun. And I looked on their website today, and they actually have a bunch of Gristle Masters in stock, which is crazy. They ordered up because they'd been selling through them every time they come in. They'd been pre-sold. So now there's a good stock, so I thought I'd just show you some of their versions of the Reverend Gristle Masters, which of course is my signature guitar, that are exclusive to Wildwood. And one is this orange, which we had to figure out a cool name for, and we called Clockwork Orange, if you can dig it. Available in the roasted maple, but also in the Palfero fingerboard, so more of kind of a rosewood vibe. I just got done recording with this guitar quite a bit, as a matter of fact. sounds good. Can you play Little Wing? Asks Mike Abbott. Well, you know I do that version of Little Wing where I add those extra chords that our friend Eric Gales came up with for that song. I'll just start it kind of regular. gentlemen, a little bit of what we like to call Little Wing on the neck pickup of the old Gristle Master, which sounds doggone good, I might say. Yes, the outro chords are key. E minor, E flat. Go. Right? For the kids. She's walking through the doggone cloud. He howled. A lot of clouds today here in Milwaukee. It's been a stormy day, stormy night. Lots of thunder. Actually, the sun is starting to come on a little bit, but it is a veritable sauna out there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Hello from Colorado. Mike, what's going on out there in Colorado? Do that crazy muted harmonic run again. I can't remember what the music created. I mean, this one is the... That one? Was that the one? I've been messing around with it. I posted a little video earlier today. Had this old tune of mine called Death of a Bassman. And it has it's got an extra bar, it's like in 5 at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. It's messed up. So I thought, you know what? Maybe it's time for a little, maybe it's a faster one. If I do it again, holler. Sorry, Mike. Let's get to Mark's question here. We have Mark. If I could only pick one Gristle Master, what would it be? Well, they all sound the same in terms of, obviously the color's not going to make a difference in the sound. But let me tell you, the orange one, I love the color of that. So you have the orange. Let me just turn that down for a minute. The only one with structural differences is the, and this is also an exclusive to Wildwood, the black one has a bigger neck on it. It's got a big, slight V. It's like a November, I think October or November of 56 neck is what I remember when I ordered my custom shop guitar in 1990. And that's basically what's on this, except it's got the compound radius. So it's 10 to 14, I believe, on here. 6105 frets. You got 22 frets, but it's a bigger neck profile on this one other than the other ones. The other ones have kind of a slightly chunkier but still slim C-shaped neck with the compound radius. But the black Gristle Master has the bigger neck profile. And I like to think that where there's more wood, there's more tone. So let's just plug this beast in comparison to the orange. The orange one's a good one. This has got a little mellower attack to it. Got my little tune scare. The tuner of doom. So yeah, the black one is an exclusive to Wildwood, and I know they have them in stock because I just looked on their doggone website. So these are the ones with the larger neck, and these are only available at the Wildwood. a little bit more heat. Press that button in right here. They are a poly finish. Marty V asks, is there a EU distributor for that one as well in the UK, I believe, but that's not the EU anymore. Yes, unfortunately. I have no control over the geopolitical activities, of course, of nations. Although maybe if I did, could make a difference. I'd be slain immediately. Listen, I don't know where that came from. I have come to believe that some of the runs that Wildwood does, a few of the extras are available at Merchant City Music in Scotland. I don't know if they have the black ones in with the larger neck profile, but I know in the past they've had a couple extra of the orange, of the Clockwork Orange ones. So I would say go there. And again, that doesn't solve your EU problem, but as far as the Wildwood ones are concerned, that's the only other store that I know that's even near you that would have these. Other than that, Reverend is distributed in, or they have stores that they're available through in Europe. I would check the Reverend Guitars website to find out where they are located so that you can do what you gotta do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, you got it. Jacob says, I've been gone for a minute, but now I'm back. Show us all these Reverends. Well, I'm playing the black one now. The black one's got a larger neck profile. I don't know what the name is because I think it's written in Russian, but it says, fellas, about an SJ200 versus a D28. Well, those are two totally different creatures. They're both delicious, I might add. A D28, I have a D28 and I love it. It's more, let's just put it this way. The old Gibson's acoustic, there's a reason why they're on all those rock and roll records like Pete Townsend, because you can bang on them and they sound good with as hard as you play on them. Martins, you got to be a little bit more sensitive. You can't go full bore on them because the frequency range gets a little, they're not built for that. Let's put it that way. No, I don't think the Gibsons, when they first, let's invent a guitar that someone can beat the living bejesus out of, then still have it sound good. They weren't prescient enough to know that Pete Townsend would grab them and bang on them with vehemence and parallel, and they would sound great. But that's kind of the deal. The old Gibsons, J45s, SJ200s, by God, you can rock on those things, and they sound great. The Martins are a little bit more conducive for, I bang on my Martin too, don't get me wrong, but they're a little bit more for nuanced play. Not that you couldn't do nuanced stuff on the Gibson, but the Gibson you can pound on and it'll take it. Can you dig it? And plus, it's brighter. It's a brighter sounding guitar because it's maple, whereas the Rosewood's a little darker hue. Am I right? What? You don't speak any Russian? No, I don't. I have been to Russia twice, though. 2 different times for Fender. I did shows over there, and then I was in Russia. I was in Moscow twice, and then I was in Kiev once. Rocking as you do, eating borscht. What? Okay, let's see what we got. Hello from India. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. You're such an inspiration, Greg. Thank you very much. Hope I'm good enough to steal your licks someday. Thanks for the amazing. Well, thank you very much. That's very, very nice. Does every Reverend model come with a boost button? Jacob, that is an excellent question. The answer to that would be no. But they do have, these are my signature pickups from Fishman, which has the Fluence pickups. They always have a second voice for each pickup. So that's where that button comes from. What Reverend has on their other models is something called the bass contour switch. And that is a control that when it's full up, it's the full Monty, if you will, of the pickups. But as you back down, it actually takes away mid-range, and a little bit of, I don't know exactly how much dB it takes away, if any, other than that. It takes away some dB, I believe. But it clears up the tone and makes it a lot more glassy. So you almost have this second voice. Done differently, of course, than how Fishman does it, but it's a cool feature. So that's what so that when you see a Reverend guitar and it has 3 controls, usually it's a volume control, a tone control, and then the bass contour control, which allows you to get that various hues of girth with it all the way on. It's just the full pickup, and as you take it off, it actually takes some stuff away. It gets glassier and a little bit more mellow. Can you dig it? Can you theoretically reprogram Fishman pickups to behave differently? Not at this point in time. With the technology, theoretically you could do that, but it just was too much with this new technology, like, okay, let's give them 2 voices that sound great. It's still, you're way ahead of the game. You got no noise. You can have a 1,000-foot chord. You're not going to lose any frequencies. You're going to turn down the volume control. You're not going to lose any highs. And they're hum canceling. So they're like, that's good. Let's start there instead of going, well, let's wait. Let's wait for a few more years and come up with an idea to give them 15 pickups that they can go between, so that they can get thoroughly confused. You know what I mean? So they decided on 2. Can you dig it? Any chance we can hear your chicken picking on this guitar? Well, yes, you certainly can. Let me see what we got. Am I right or am I right? From Denmark. I like it. something like that. Ba-do-hee-do. Yeah. So what I did on that is that I just kind of played the main lead part on the regular first position. When I want a little more heat, I press that button and right? Can you dig it? So this is indeed the black iteration with the larger neck profile of my signature Gristle Master guitar from our friends at Reverend. Available only where? Wildwood Guitars of Louisville, Colorado. Frank says, I saw you in Glasgow. Wish you would come back. Best wishes from Scotland. Well, my friend, we would love to come back again. And as soon as COVID-19, oh, I swear you're obscene. As soon as that dissipates and the world gets into at least the position where that interstellar travel is possible again, or shall we say intercontinental, whatever, I'll be glad to get back. 3-Card Minus says, Greg, you were probably nuts in high school. Well, I was a little wild. Greg, where is Paul? That's a good question. I don't know if Paul hasn't shined around today yet, right? I don't know what's going on. He's out there in Colorado. I know he's been editing videos because they've been posting videos. Are the Reverend necks satin or high gloss? I would say they're satin, Jacob. It's a satin finish. Very, very comfortable. Oh, there's Paulie. Paulie, what is going down? Paulie, what is going down? You're watching from your editing bunker in Colorado. I believe that. I actually prefer the satin over the gloss myself. You are correct. Kevin asks, which Reverend finish is the most like Fiesta Red? I'm not seeing Party Red anymore. No, it's still available, as a matter of fact. I will grab that iteration right here. I don't know if Wildwood has any in stock right now. You'd have to peruse their website. But yes, they are available in the Party Red. Polly Brown. Mm-hmm. This is the Wild Red. It's beautiful. It's a glorious sounding guitar. They do have a Wild Red. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, see, once I mess up once, I'm done. There we go. Woo! So this one sounds good too. So now we've got, what have we seen so far, ladies and gentlemen? We have seen, the Clockwork Orange, which is available with both the roasted maple fingerboard and the Paul Farrow. Paul Farrow yourself, Drade. And it's also available in the Glorious Black with the larger neck profile. Someone asked about the Party Red, which is this one right here. Woo! Party! Let us go now to the most recent color, and that is Axis Purple. This rascal right here. These are Reverend guitars. They are not Fender guitars, someone asked. This is the Axis Purple. Sounds good. Can you dig it? See the perps? Yeah. that sounds good. Yeah. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Lord have mercy, my phone is going freaking crazy here. Hey, people, what is going down? Hey, people. Someone wanted a closer look at this rascal. There you go. There's the purple. It's an Axis purple is what we're calling it. It's kind of a deep purple, if I may be so bold. Deep purple? What? You're lazy. You just stay in bed. Yeah! Sorry, lost control there. So I've been screaming too much lately. We all went down to Montreux on the Lake Geneva shoreline. That's a Slim Whitman version. We all went down to Montreux on the Lake Geneva shoreline. What? That is correct. It's played up here. So on and so forth. The power of rock, ladies and gentlemen. It's good for you. Smoke weed on the water. Jorge, that is up to you. This guitar is, funnily enough, a Reverend Gristle Master guitar. And this is a new color for this year, actually. It is the Access Purple. So it has it's my signature. So if somebody want to know is my name on the, this is the heel plate. My name isn't on there. My name's up here, right there behind the damn tuner. Right there. I don't know, could you see it? Let me put in the zoom cam. Oh, let's see what we got. We got this one over here. We got this one over here. We got this. Oh, yeah, there it is. Zoom cam. Can you see it? Right over there. It says Gregory Cockery. It says Gregory Cockery. So there you have it. You dig it? It's a rock and roll weapon. It's a rock and roll creation. All right, let's see what else we have. What other colors we have? So where should you get one? Wildwood Guitars, Louisville, Colorado, who's bringing you this very broadcast. They have a bunch in stock as we speak, ready to rock. And they also have some that you can only get there, which is the orange one, the Clockwork Orange. This one. Ladies and gentlemen, and the black one with the larger neck profile. If you'd like a girthsome neck, the black one will hit the spot. And I should say the Clockwork Orange is also available in the Palfaro as well, ladies and gentlemen. Sonic Blue one would be nice. Well, say no more. That's the main color. That was my main one, which is the doggone Blucifer. Right here, diggity dog it. This was the main color I started off with. I probably play this one more than any other one. Is, well, the orange one and this one are the ones I usually take on the road. Do they rock right out of the box? Without question. The way I play, how my guitars are set up is the way that they come out of the box from Reverend. That's how my setup is. That's what I use. I use 10 through 46 strings. They're set up and ready to rock. Of course, the amp, is my signature Koch amp. The Greg. All you're hearing is the lead sound. Everything is coming from the amp. This one really sounds good. Someone asked, do I teach or play slide? Yes, I have a book out on standard tuning slide. I have many tunes recorded with slide. Can you dig it? Oh, can you dig it? My accent is Nordic. I like that kind of talk. My accent is Nordic. My accent is Nordic. Said someone on the Google. The accent is Nord. The slide force is strong with this one. Unmitigated. I like that kind of talk. Hey, excellent. Sorry, I'm reading the things on the screen here, if you're wondering. I'm just not making random sounds. If someone watches this later on YouTube, what the hell's he doing? He's just like saying random words. I'm reading the screen here. Lord have mercy. Anyways, you get the idea. The only guitar I haven't played yet now is the Pow Yellow version. So this is the Blucifer color. This is, it looks, in the wrong light, it looks kind of white, but it's like a transparent sonic blue. The wood of these guitars is Carina, the body wood. Okay, and as you can see, it's got the raised middle section. Slightly larger body, because I'm a big fella. I'm 6'7", so every time I play a regular tally, people are like, is that a miniature guitar? So this was just like, I think it's like 3% larger on all sides as far as the body's concerned, so it gives the illusion of being larger. And it really does do the trick. It does fit in regular guitar cases, though, so you don't have to worry about having some kind of catastrophic larger guitar scenario unless you have a weird case. And it comes stock with my signature Fishman pickups. Can you dig it? And anyway, so let's go to our friend Mr. Blonde, or as I like to say, Pow Yellow. Pow! Mm-hmm. So many cool colors. Am I right? So this one also is transparent. They're all a transparent finish for the most part, except for the darker ones. Obviously, you're not going to be able to see through those for too well. But yeah. I actually have the bigger neck on this one, too, because they sent me a prototype. They sent me a prototype of the neck for my perusal, and I popped it on the yellow one, and man, it's delicious. Someone asks, does the bigger neck affect the sound? I think it adds a little bit more girth, to be honest with you, of the tone. Got a little extra thunder. How can you dig? Yeah, no green right now. No green. Does it need locking tuners? It has locking tuners. I like the locking tuners they have too. I dig them. Why Carina is the question asked by Bill. Carina is the wood that Reverend has been using for years as their main tone wood. So when I first I had a Pete Anderson Eastsider guitar that they popped my Fishman pickups in, and I loved it. It sounded great. And I like to think Carina's somewhere in the tone sphere between alder and ash. I usually prefer ash, but I played the Carina. I said, that sounds good. So when we started making the guitars, they have a large supply. Apparently, that's their main go-to tone wood is Carina. And I'll tell you what, it's light. All these guitars are coming in a little over 7 pounds. Sounds good, consistent. I dig it. Do I teach Skype lessons? I do. If you go to my website, gregkoch.com, all of my instructional materials are there. I've got a standard tuning slide book. I got a bunch of chicken picking stuff, blues stuff up the yin yang, videos, books with audio, DVDs, 17 of my own CDs, a lot of the tunes I'm playing on these things. If I'm not doing a little homage to one of the greats, I'm usually playing my own material, which is encapsulated on the various records. I sell the hats. You believe it or not, folks, the hats sell more than anything else on my website. And the Gristle King pedals sell pretty doggone too, good as well. I mean, pretty doggone good too is what I meant to say. That's kind of a tongue twister. Anywho, so yeah, I do sell Skype lessons on there. I actually have new T-shirts available. We're doing pre-orders right now. It says "The Dirt Spider Weeps in the Valley of Shame." So for those who are in on that joke, you can go to my website and get a brand new T-shirt. It's going to take until the end of September to deliver, but they're coming. Isn't that right, Grace? My daughter Grace is here. I'm actually in line for a Billy Gibbons poop wig. Poop wig? Oh, he's got that little floppy thing. Yeah, poop wig, coming on strong, loving and joking and singing his own. Patrick Neville says, I quite enjoy your Guitar Gristle DVD. Well, thank you very much. Are the hats knitted or crocheted? Well, the gal that makes them, her company is called Crochet from the Heart, so I'm going to go with B. Crocheted. They're crocheted, they're crocheted. Fret metal on Reverends? That's a good question, Robert. You have to check the website. That's one of the things I'm like, frets, good, I like. And other people need to know what they're made out of, which I understand. Everyone has different things. Where it's like, I prefer this metal over that metal, and I'm like, that works for me. Off we go to the night. Off we go into the night. Greg, we are in war. Here, yellow or blue? I don't know what that means. You're talking about, you're trying to figure out which one to get, yellow or blue. That's entirely up to you. If it was me, if I had to pick between the yellow or blue, I'd definitely go with Lucifer. Lucifer's my jam. I wrote a song about the toilet paper situation. That was especially earlier on in the quarantine when people were, actually they still are. You go to the Target, it's hard to find toilet paper in conceivable quantity, but people have been hoarding it. So I wrote a song about hoarding the butt wipe. One of the lines in there is, "The dirt spider weeps in the valley of shame." Sorry, I take pride in the fact that I've lived this long and I've actually been able to behave like a child and get away with it for this long. So, yay me. Yay Drake, yay Drake, yay Drake. John Truman, digging the playing from the UK. Greg, thank you very much. Desert Island Guitar would be. Oh, that's a hard one. I probably would grab one of these rascals and go, although I do have a 53 Telecaster. That does have a special place in my heart. It depends. If I was gigging on the Desert Island and I wanted to be able to turn up and not have it squeal like a pig, I'd take my Reverend Gristle Master. Hey, Greg, I live down the street in Louisville, Colorado. I could hear the Fishman pickups from my backyard. That's what I like to hear, Brad. That is a proud moment. Just purchased my Dirt Spider tee, so stoked. Excellent. Paulie Brown is in with the Dirt Spider tee. Paulie Brown. You know what we're thinking? I said to my lovely wife who designed the shirt, who designs most of my stuff, and I said, hey, some people were saying we should put the "Don't be a Karen" on the back, or "Come on, Karen" on the back. She's like, well, you can't change the design once they've already bought it. I'm like, I don't think anyone's going to care if we added on the back, "Come on, Karen." But we'll see. Joe Carlsworth says, hi, Greg. I'm having to have a new fingerboard put on my 66 Telecaster because of a back bow in the neck. Would you go for a 9.5-inch radius or a 7.25? At the point in my life where I'm at, I would go for a 9.5 just because it's kind of on everything now and I'm used to it. That being said, I do have a 7.25 on my 53 Tele. But if I was given the same option, I would go with 9.5. Greg, do you face a wife that says too many guitars? No, my wife's very understanding of my activities. She does, however, say, get this shit out of my house every now and again. Is that the same thing? What about the song you wrote about the rodent that ate the other one? Oh, that was a good one, Scott, wasn't it? That was a good one. That was a song about Sugar and Flip Flop, two magical hamsters back in the day. We woke up one morning and were horrified to see that Sugar had killed Flip Flop and was actually, or did Flip Flop kill Sugar? Which one was it, kids? Which gerbil ate? Sugar ate Flip Flop. Okay. All right. Yeah. We woke up one morning and lo and behold, the doggone one hamster, or gerbil was eating the other gerbil. It was horrifying. I remember my son John at the time was young. He's like, I remember I looked in shock. It was a Sunday morning and I looked at the container and I was like, oh, Flip Flop's dead. And then John turns around and goes, Sugar's eating him. That was a moment. Oh, what are you going to do? Mm-hmm. Can you dig it? Greg, does Wildwood allow you to swear on the YouTube channel? If so, can I let one rip? Can you let one rip? Well, let's just put it this way. If one should slip out here and there, it's not going to be the end of the world. But if I made it a regular practice, it would probably deter folks who are a little bit more non-profanity minded. Can you dig it? Yes, Joey Jojo Jr. with a melancholy grunt and a sinister growl. Mm-hmm. I came up with that lyric when I was a wee lad in 8th grade. I was playing that song. With a melancholy grunt and a sinister growl, you make love to waterfowl. Godzilla. I don't know. You know what? I was twisted at a very young age. What happened to your play Metal Poppins? Boy, that is a good question. People have been asking for the Metal Poppins. One of these days I'll do a little bit more flushed out version. I shouldn't say flushed, considering some of my other songs. You might think there's some scatological reference. But there would be not. There would be not. There won't be. There would be not. There would be not. I bought an old 70s Fender Super Reverb from Wildwood many years ago, and it's still running strong. That's what I like to hear, Brad. Super Reverb is an amplifier I've used a lot over the years. I've owned many Super Reverbs. It was my main amp when I was gigging around town here back in the day in my 20s. Had two blackface Super Reverbs. First one I bought was a 68 Super Reverbs with JBLs in it. And then I sold that to my best bud. He still has it. Then I had Bassmans and the Jim Kelly amp, and then I ended up getting two blackface Super Reverbs, and those were my main amps. So I had one as a spare, one as my main one. Sometimes I'd use them both, but that was only when I was feeling particularly piggy. And then I started to do, what did I get at that point? I can't remember. I had AC30 for a while. I had JTM 45, half stacky thing. I had 100-watt Marshall with two tubes out of it. Then I bought a 50-watt Marshall as a spare. Went through that phase for a while. I used a Boogie for a minute, but that was a Maverick. Then I was using 4 Pro Juniors at one point, and then I switched to the custom Vibrolux, and that was my main amp for a long time. I had a couple of those rascals. Standing on Shaky Ground. Oh, my version from the... Yes, mine has the old orange JBLs too. That's awesome because those are the ones. The first one I had the E series JBL, so it was a Blizzard nails. But it also, this guy would modify them in town here, and it broke up a little earlier. Am I familiar with the Kendrick Basement? I am indeed. My version of Shaky Ground is that's the verse when it goes the chorus. Standing on shaky ground. I'm gonna do this. Paul asks, did you ever get caught up in the late 80s, early 90s effect processor rack era? I did not. I did have to know a little bit about them because I worked at a music store from 89 to like 91. And in that period of time, it was, GSP 21s and ADA MP1s and ART, this, that, and the next thing, and Mesa Boogie Studio preamps with the different rack effects. And I never owned one of them. I was like, nah. Back then I didn't use any effects at all. As a matter of fact, I remember when I was young, I bought a digital delay, a Boss DD3, and the old blue chorus pedal. And then I never used them. And then after a while, I thought, well, it'd be fun to get. I had a Boss Digital Dimension because I liked. Wasn't the Dimension C? It was the pink one, because I liked it because you get that funk, that kind of real kind of slapback chorusy funk tune that was kind of funk tone that was hip at the time for a second, and I would use that when I'd play clean rhythm stuff. And then that was it. I didn't use anything. I was like, I did the chord and the guitar and I did have a Tom Schultz Rockman. I had the I didn't have the real expensive one. I had the other one. There was the Rockman, and then there was the help me out. There was two. There was one that was a little bit more money that had more effects and whatnot, and then there was the other one that was just the bare bones Rockman. That's the one I had. I just want to know if they're as comfy as Strats. What, these? These guitars are magnificent. Oh, you mean, or the you ever do a G&L ASAT? You know, I've always liked G&L guitars. I've just never owned one. Greg, I lost my business because of COVID-19. I'm very depressed when I watch your videos. Buy a 60s Telecaster with every last coin I have, and now I'm happy. I'll start my small business, and it works. Well, good luck to you, my good man. I'm glad that these broadcasts can be a respite in times of uncertainty, shall we say. Thank you very much. Folks, it is 4:10. I got to get the heck out of here. Now, listen, I will not be here this Thursday because I'm going down to that guitar workshop, Woodshed Guitar Experience Andy Wood put together, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be checking in. I'm sure I'll have some videos and some pictures and whatnot. Joe Bonamassa is going to be there, Andy Timmons, Mark Lettieri, Brett Mason, of course, the mighty Andy Wood, and great rhythm section of world-class dudes, Adam Nitty. It's going to be crazy. So we're going to do some workshops. We're going to do a concert together, and should be good. I'm actually driving down there. I didn't want to go into the COVID souffle that is air travel. At least I know other people are doing it, and apparently they're living. So could have done it, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to drive down. So I'm leaving tomorrow. It should be about a 9.5-hour drive, I reckon, to get there where we're going in Tennessee. And packing up the Koch amps, a couple of guitars, and away we go. Woo! Can you dig it? All right, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And don't forget to check out the Wildwood at Home series. The latest interview with Johnny A. just dropped yesterday, another installment. Also, they are available if you want to see the little installments, you go to the Wildwood website. If you want to hear them in their entirety in just audio form, you can go to my Chewing the Gristle podcast, wherever podcasts are cast. And again, if you're interested in any of these guitars, you can certainly go to wildwoodguitars.com, talk to any of the fellas there, call them up. You can do it online. You can do whatever you want to do, but they have plenty of my Gristle Masters in stock as well as plenty of everything else. And if you're interested in any of my contraband, from the hats to the shirts with the Dirt Spider or the Gristle King, Skype lessons, books, DVDs, CDs, holla, 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 get your adverbs here. Sorry, one little schoolyard rock. Was it school? Yeah, right? Whatever. All right, friends, take it easy, but take it.